Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Check this out. This video is a follow-up to a video that I did earlier on the channel where a Jamaican man had lost his life after a routine traffic stop in the United States of America. So, keeping up with developments to the story, because I went through the comment section and people are saying stuff like, are we just going to let them get away with this? When Jamaican this Jamaican, we say, we are go for the boy. Who are we going to go for now? Or are we going to go for anybody at all? These kind of things. I see a lot of people saying too much force was used. Them never have to shoot him 6 times. All them something there. Let me lay out for you what happened since, as far as what's been put out again. Printed this morning in the New York Times, right? I read that article. The New York Times did a follow-up to it, to the story. And in that article, the New York Times said that they got in touch with his ex-girlfriend or ex-fiance, and she revealed to them that at one point he was being seen and treated for schizophrenia, right? Now, if this is true, that he is schizophrenic or was diagnosed to be a schizophrenic person and is being treated or was at some point being treated, then that could very well explain the behavior that I saw when he exited that car. Now, a lot of you watched the video this morning and you thought that that was the first part of the traffic stop. He had just been pulled over when he jumped from the car. And apparently, he had been sitting in that car there for about 20 minutes already. The police told him to sit there because his car couldn't start. He got pulled over for speeding, right? His car couldn't start back after his first interaction with the police. They dealt with the speeding thing. I don't know if he got a citation, if he get a ticket or what. And then the police said, all right, now good to go on your way. Boom, boom, boom. Went to start, him car couldn't start. So when him car couldn't start now, the police said, sit tight. We're going to call you a tow truck. So he was sitting in the car waiting on a tow truck. He was in his car for about 20 minutes, we've been told. In the process of sitting in his car for about 20 minutes, he decided, with the police sitting behind him, of course, waiting for a tow truck to come take this disabled vehicle out the road, out the highway. That's when you see him jump out the car. And when he got out the car, if you notice, the police said, get back in the car. When the police said, get back in the car, he said, I want to come sit in your car. That's what he said to the police. The police said, okay, and walked over to him to hold him and escort him to his car. If you notice, when the police said, come this way, he's going the opposite way. Like simple directions, like come this way with me, and the person gone off, trail off a next way, and that kind of stuff, right? And then he was allowed to sit in the back of the police car. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, why they didn't handcuff him? Listen, people, we are the same ones who say, police handcuff me for no reason. If I'm not under arrest, why are you handcuffing me? If you don't see me as a threat, why are you handcuffing me? So I don't know if the police was trying to give him that common courtesy of, you're not a threat to me, you're not under suspicion for anything other than your speeding ticket. So sit tight in the back of the cruiser and until your tow truck come to take your disabled vehicle off the highway. So the youth sit down in there, and as we can see on the video, it's like him get boomy, and him say, him no want to stay in the car no more in the back of the police car, so he decided to get out. If you notice on the side that he's getting out of the police vehicle, it is also the side where traffic is coming on the highway. So the police yelled, get back in the vehicle. Well, him never get back in the vehicle, he advanced towards the police. Now, listen, you must put yourself in our police shoes sometimes. or a law enforcement official sometimes, right? You're dealing with a complete stranger. If they're advancing towards you and you feel as a threat, if they're advancing towards you in an aggressive manner, and you're saying get back in the car, and the man now said nothing, he's just charging towards you, and next thing you know, him collar you up and you and him are wrestle, you have a live gun on your hip, you don't know what this man's intention is. So the police is saying this is their line of defense, that he feared because the guy was reaching for his gun, so they were wrestling. When the guy escaped from him, wrestling with him, he made an attempt to get into the driver's side of the vehicle down. Remember, I know, they back him, they get to sit down in, I know. Now he's making an attempt to get into the driver's side of the cruiser, the police cruiser. So the police fight him out with it. And that's when you heard the get out of the vehicle, right? As he was trying to get him out of the vehicle. And they tussled some more. And when he got free from that second tussle, he made another attempt to get into the driver's part of the vehicle again, right? So now what we're seeing on video is him. It will back up in court. It will back up what the police said, that he was reaching for his gun, they were tussling, and he attempted to take the vehicle, because why else would he be trying to get into the driver's side of the vehicle? So he's attempting now to take the vehicle, to leave with the vehicle. Y'all must remember this, because somebody said, me see a lot of people say he didn't have to die, too much force was used, all these things. If me and you are fighting, I can't gauge how hard I'm supposed to punch you. I can't gauge if I have a weapon, if I have a gun and it's loaded and I'm in danger and I'm shooting to save my life with a person that I'm wrestling with. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm just going to give him one shot and hope that that one shot is good enough. If me squeeze off, bam, one, and I still feel strength, if me still feel him a strangle me or him a hold me up tight, me I say, maybe him have on some body armor or something and that one that never connects, so bam, me I give him another one. Not only another one, I'm going to squeeze until there is no longer a threat. That is self-defense. That is how everybody in law enforcement is taught, and that is exactly what that police officer did. So for the people who outside of law enforcement looking in, not understanding why so many shots, people are saying shouldn't have to shoot him 6 times. Police felt threatened, and he felt like he needed to squeeze off 6 shots. So the New York Times, it also said this morning that the part that stuck out to me was they got in contact with his family, asked his family. Now I don't know if all this is true or not. This is what's printed in the paper over here. So I'm telling you what me see. I don't know if his family is somewhere saying, raising hell right now and saying nobody got in contact with us and ever asked us anything about if his mental health status, history, etc., etc. Me no know, all I know is what's in the paper. So in the paper it said they reach out to the family, and their only response they got back when they asked, was he ever treated for schizophrenia or was he ever diagnosed as a schizophrenic? The only reply they got back was, what does that have to do with his death? That has a lot to do with his death, because that would explain why he was acting in the manner in which he was acting. Now, me not know the brother from before this video, so I couldn't tell you if that was his normal behavior. But when you put that in context with the phone call that was made from a so-called very good friend of his, that said they were concerned because he was acting different and he was talking about extraterrestrial experiences. That means outer space experiences, it must say alien ships, whatever, right? Extraterrestrial experience. That would indicate to me that is someone that is going through some type of a mental emergency, right? Now put that in context. You have a deranged individual or someone that's having a psychotic break, then that is wrestling with you while you have a gun on your hip, right? And you're feeling that your life is in danger. On top of that, it was also printed in the paper that that was his 4th contact with police within 30 hours. 24 hours in a one day. So 24 hours plus 6, within a day and 6 hours, he had come in contact with police 4 times already. I know that under the whole George Floyd something, it don't look good, because people are saying, look, this man is just another black man that got pulled over and ended up dead. And in one essence, that is kind of true, because like I said in the video before, I've seen many times where white people get pulled over by police or pulled up on by white police, and no matter what the situation is or how erratic they're acting, they always find a better way to deal with it than to take their life. Mind you, they never wrestled with them. I've seen them even wrestle with people, and all them say when them are wrestle with them and cuffing them up, them punch them, them kick them do everything, but they're not shooting them. And you will hear them say, you better stop moving, or you better stop it, or you're gonna get tased, or I'm gonna shoot you, and them give warnings, right? A 20 warning them get, and still the officer don't even pull his gun. He wrestles with them. So me I said to myself, say, take that into consideration now, but don't forget, this panicky, boomy police fear for him life. And when you're out there on the beat, you don't know. Me and you can judge. Lord, you thump the man too hard. You shouldn't have to thump him so hard, even though him thump you first. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing here. We can say he used too much. Why didn't he shoot him once? But in the heat of an argument, you see people chop up or stab up people already in a fight, and then after the fight they are remorseful. And then when people say, but you never have to stab him 7 times in his chest, dog. It was in the adrenaline rush of that fight. Because when our bodies as humans go into fight or flight, and you're caught in the fight part, your brain is saying you didn't get to flight, so now you have to fight to survive. And that's all basic instinct takes over. So I saw me see it right now. Now, let me say this. They already put it out there that there's a 30-something minute video out there of the entire stop. We haven't seen the 30-minute video, but from what the piece that they gave us, that piece actually shows what I am afraid to tell you will probably stand up in court as a justifiable shooting. So you can look forward to that. A justifiable shooting, that's all. He didn't know his mental status. He didn't perceive him to be a threat when he first interacted with him, as you can see. And the person just flipped on you that you just offered help to. I'm gonna call the tow truck for you. You can sit there and wait till they come. I'll sit here and wait with you. Oh, you don't want to sit in your car no more? You want to sit in my car? Okay, let me put you in my car. You can sit in the back of my car till they come, kind of thing. It was friendly. It wasn't keep your hands up where I could see them. Spread your feet. Stay right there. It wasn't that. Now, to tell you the truth, if he had been handcuffed and placed in the back of the police car, that would have never happened. The most he could have done, if he was able to get the door open on the police car, the most he could have done with handcuffs on was run. He would not have been able to fight the officer. He would not have been able to try to get into the driver's side. So in essence, we have to look at this also. When the police them cuff you up, take you out of your car under whatever suspicions they come up with, when they cuff you, you can see that sometimes it ends up working out for the better good. I don't know if there's a way to say the better good in this instance, because all in all, the brother lost his life, right? And I hope his family gets some kind of justice out of this. I'm going to be sticking around also to see, and I will do another follow-up when the rest of the video is released, because me want to see the video. And eventually these videos do come out, and they do make it to social media, to YouTube, to these places where we can see the whole video. Some people are saying they're reserving their opinion of the whole thing until they see the entire video, but him never half it dead. Well, if all checks out that he actually was schizophrenic, having a mental break and all that, people are gonna say, yo, so the police them aren't trained to handle people that are having mental issues, mental psychotic breaks and whatever. They didn't have to kill him. Him could have employed some other kind of training. Did you see how fast that happened, where he went from the back of the car to tussling with the police? So even if you have a skill set, a training, how to deal with somebody who have got through mental issues, even if you have all that training is not gonna kick in that quick. When someone is advancing towards you, they're not gonna kick in, that training not gonna kick in that quick. You're gonna think, defend myself first, right? And I think that's what happened in this situation. Now, I too will wait, but I'm just giving you the more information that has been released, that he was in contact with police 4 times within the last 30 hours leading up to the video that we saw. Take that. The phone call from his friend to law enforcement to 911, and they have, according to them, they have a 911 phone call. And in the 911 phone call, his friend is saying he's very concerned for him because he's acting weird or different, and he even spoke about extraterrestrial encounters and all these things. Take that into consideration. Take into consideration the person they spoke to, who they're saying is his ex, that is saying yes, he was treated for that, or was being treated for that schizophrenic behavior. And then take into consideration that they reached out to the family, and the family did not deny it, although they did not say yes, it's true, but they still did not deny it. They neither confirmed nor denied it. All they said was, what that have to do? What does that have to do with his death? And you gotta understand, they're angry. And everybody, I would be angry too. It's my son. Any good parent would be angry. And you want some kind of justification. You want some kind of explanation that makes sense, because it's your child. But we have to look at the whole picture. We have to look at the whole picture. The pictures they're giving us so far, the picture they're giving us so far is coming in pieces. News media outlets updating you on the information. The rest of the video still hasn't been released to the public. People are gonna say, yo, that video there, them probably have it a doctor it up, splice it any which way them want to splice it to put the police in the right. Anything is possible. So we will wait to see what happens further from here. Alright? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one, and make sure that you watch the part of the video where I explain to you how to handle yourself when you come in contact with law enforcement. Now, if you're someone that suffers from psychiatric issues, then the protocol will probably go out the window if you are experiencing one of those episodes. You see it. I'm out. Peace.